Okay guys, quick update a little bit, and it's a little bit windy, it's supposed to rain, it's a little bit cloudy. I'm trying to look up at the air a little bit and you can see some of the clouds around, little trees and stuff. But one of the things to show you is this is the row. I've dug out half of this side so far and threw that dirt in here. That side, like I said, is going to wait until I figure out how I'm going to make those rows, and I'll figure out how I'm going to throw it, because until I make that row I can walk on there no problem. I got my strawberries in. I'm going to show y'all those. This is strawberries right here. These are bare roots they call them, so basically they come shipped dormant, and kind of like you can get roses and stuff. And so when I get ready to plant them, that's how they'll be. But I need to amend my soil a little bit, because these things don't, the crowns will rot if they stay wet. They tell you to actually pull them up a little bit after you plant them. So these little gray looking things you see, I'm going to show you how I made that later in a different video. But for right now, it's just a little bit of an update. You can see the row, you see the little holes that I made, and that I'll put in there, and basically the strawberry will go in the center of here. I'll make a little hole and put the strawberry in there for the roots. But I got to put some black plastic down to keep stuff from growing on them, keep other vegetation and stuff from coming around them. I'm spacing them probably a little bit further than they need to be. The only reason is because I only got so many, and the more space they got, the more fertilizer they got, the more baby plants, runners they call them, they'll make. And instead of having to pay a lot of money for them, I can take those baby plants and stick them out, and next year they'll make strawberries. So I don't have to keep buying them. I can actually just grow my own from my original plants, which I got 50. The other problem is, because I'm doing that, this row is only about 52, 53 feet long, and because I'm going about 18 inches center to center, I have a tape measure. We can find out real quick. Might be 20 inches. But I was using this bar right here to measure it. I was laying this across there, and that's what I was using. So we'll see what they are. We got a tape measure. Yeah, they're about 21 inches. So anyway, so that's more than it would normally need for sure. But as I said, I'm trying to get as many baby plants as I can this year. I have extra ground that I'm not doing anything with, so that's more convenient. This is the kind of the layout that I was showing y'all when I moved from the other side. I had the string over there, and I basically told y'all, I would show y'all how I done this, because last time you couldn't really see me driving the stakes, doing any of the measurements or anything else. So the first thing we're going to start off with, since this stake is still original, I moved the stake from here to get this over here. We're going to go back and we're going to repin it at 24 inches, because we know the row is supposed to be 24 inches wide. So this is our 24. So I'll have to put another stake here. I don't really have to put a stake there. Well, yeah, I do, because actually I don't. All I have to do is put one over here, because all the middle dirt that was supposed to go on this row has already. I can just run a string down that side. Any dirt that's left in the middle, just is going to go on that row over there, which will be 18 inches from there, because this will be a middle row between two rows where I have to walk. So I need the full 18 inches. And what I'm going to do with the stake is just put it a little bit behind there, and then I'll drive the other stake in there. So I pulled a good bit of that dirt out of there after I tilled it. This is fresh tilled. I know I showed you a little bit of the tiller the other day, and because of the rain, I kind of just tilled this without making a video of it. So I need to put a plastic stake over there to mark that pole. And I have a bunch of them, as I said before. I could actually put a real metal one in there, but I'm just going to put one of these plastic ones in there instead, because I need to, when I come back to make that row, I need a reference point somewhere in here to know where the next row goes. So I'm just going to take this stake and put it right behind that one, and I know that's 18 inches out. And like I said, so any dirt on this, I can rerun that string later. I can probably even leave that rod in there for right now, but I can rerun that string later if I needed to, because I'm gonna have to take that string off to use it over here. But at least that way it gives me a reference point. Okay, I measured the rows earlier with this. This is actually my brother's tape. So it was helped me out. I didn't have to go buy one. It's 300-foot tape, so made it a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna get that thing rolled up in a few minutes, but I don't want to get rained on either. But anyway, I'm gonna walk down here and we'll remeasure the same thing. I put some stakes out here temporarily when I was tilling to kind of keep everything a little bit in order too. So 24 inches again is right here. So that's the end of this row. Neither one of these stakes need to stay there. So the next stake we need to put, like I said, is the 18-inch stake. And we're gonna kind of run this similar to that. I'll put it about there. So 18 inches is right here. I'll put my stake, my metal stake, in front of this one. I do have a hammer. I don't know if I brought it down here. I didn't. It's okay. I can push it down a little bit. Dirt on this side is a little bit harder. Got a lot of roots in it from these big old trees back here. They got a lot of roots down here in the ground. Get on top of one of them, it's kind of hard. You ain't pushing nothing through them. So, because I may end up having to move this one, we're gonna put a stake here. Like I said, the other road doesn't really matter. Like I said, man, they all hard down here. This one matters. That one really doesn't. This one actually does not matter anymore. I have this middle made. So the only one that matters now is this one. And of course, that one I'm fixing to put a stake in. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do those real quick. Let me bring the tape back down. I'm gonna drive those stakes. I'm gonna get that string undone real quick and show y'all what y'all wasn't able to see the last time, because I had that chest camera on and it didn't show very well. These buckets over here has got amendments and stuff in them. Like I said, there's sand and humus, peat, and fertilizer and different things in there, which is basically what those little gray things are made out of. So you know what? I got another set of stakes. Don't really have to move those. I can use these. I forgot about them. Use the big ones. They actually don't move as much anyway. And hopefully, I still got the same little hammer. I still ain't got the better hammer. But anyway, this hammer is really made for driving nails. But as long as I don't miss, we're good. That one's got a lot bigger head and more designed for this. Okay. Let me measure this one more time. Should be 24 to there. And then 18 from there. It's close enough. You know what? I'll have to do another one over here, the little 9-inch one again, but I can do that one afterwards. Like I said, I'll get that middle part done first, lay that one out, and then like I said, I'll just reuse these same stakes and move them over again and get my other 9 inches and just throw the dirt between them. So again, I think it should be right in front of that stake right there, but we're gonna measure it again. 24. Make sure we're on 24. Make sure we're on 18. We are. So okay. Can't really show y'all that knot I tied the other day now because it's tied, but I'll show you at least how it works. Like I said, I'm gonna end it after I get this string run one time. But like I said, I'm just trying to hurry because of the rain and stuff, but I did at least want to show it to y'all. This stake, I done this the other day, kind of knocked it a little bit cockeyed. Just use this hammer to tamp it again once I get it straight. Let's lay those right there for a minute. And this is that knot I was talking about. You can just pull it like this, and you can pull this back. I can get them both. It loosens up on itself. It just slides right off. And basically the way I make that is I just tie the loop in it, and basically I just pull the string like that and just drop that back on there and it pulls tight. Once you get it off, now I just go down there and unwrap everything, because it's just wrapped except for one spot right there. But as soon as I get it unwrapped down here, that'll come loose real easy. And like I said, I'll just wrap it down there and come down here and wrap it on this one, and that'll be the end of that. Like I said, I think y'all have seen the actual throwing of the dirt a couple times. Woo! Actually, I have to do a little bit more loosening here. Somehow or another I wrapped this one. Put the wrong wrap in it. Shouldn't have had that underneath wrap. Should have just been a round and around wrap, which is what this one should be. Yep, okay. Now, like I said, the other end's a little bit different, but it only take a second. And we'll be able to move it back over to here. Now that I got that undone, it got slack, I can easily take this other one loose instead of fighting with it. One of the reasons I didn't make another row over here for the strawberries is all this soil has fertilizer and everything in it, and has been amended for different plants than strawberries. Strawberries like a little bit of an acid soil. What I planned on putting over here likes a little bit higher pH, around 6.5.